G'day everyone and welcome back to episode 81 with a very unique build video this time. One that I will openly admit was the first time that I was absolutely stumped with a build. When I first recorded this, I started off the day and it took me about 4 hours worth of building, of just playing around with stuff, that it got to a point where I paused the video, just deleted everything and had to step away from the computer because it's a really hard part of the ride to build, as there's not many videos or photos or pretty much anything of this part of the ride, just like the queue area. Like, you can see a lot from the outside, but what I would do for someone just to walk through with like a 360-degree camera or a just take more photos or video or something, because it's every video I've found is either them walking to the front entrance and then it skips to them on the ride, or photos it's just from little pictures or stuff like that. And it was very hard to try and find that balance of what you can see and then just interpreting your own sort of unique way to build this section. So you'll see there with that queue part, that's pretty much just the overflow section of the queue. It did have shade sails on it, but as Planet Coaster will go to show, it is very hard to find something that resembles sort of a shade cloth. So I'm still not sure what I'm going to do with that part. At the moment it's blank. I'm pretty sure near the end of the video I go back to it and you'll see like a couple of different examples. But so this part of the build here was when I did come back to the computer, and then I just had that break that I needed to just come back in and play around enough to where I got to a point where I thought like, okay, I'm happy with that. So it'll be very interesting to see what you guys think when you watch this. This building was an interesting one with the angles and the unique layouts and stuff like that. I knew I wanted to get more detail out of the building, because the hard part about this section of the park is how repetitive it is. So as I said when we first started the Wild West area, get ready for pretty much the same building over and over again, because it is a unique build sort of style. Like, there are so many wooden pieces and stuff like that, but it is very hard to match things with the big pieces, with the little pieces, with stuff you can't color or stuff you can't manipulate. So that's why I ended up having to go back to this basic white wall of, I wanted it to be grey and have the red roof, but we just don't have any pieces for that red roof section. So so there you'll see there that I wish I could have had a red tin roof, but yes, it's not meant to be. So that's unfortunate. So see, this is just my build style here. As I have said in a couple other videos, it is pretty much just me going through, building it as large as I can and as crazy as I can, and pretty much I just go back in after and then play around and make it smaller and smaller and smaller until I'm happy with it. So as you probably can tell, our ride layout is different from the real park, so trying to fit this all in to make it work was a very unique challenge to try and pull off. So I knew I wanted to have this section to where, I should explain where that door goes to people that don't know, that's where maintenance is maintained. Is a part of the ride folds away here, and then they can float the boats down the back there and then take them off on a crane and fix them up and do whatever they need to do. But obviously we can't do that in this park, but we can implement that's what that's designed for. So pretty much just designing like layouts and stuff like that was pretty hard to work out, of not having the gap too big, not having the queue ride too far over. It's got to be a nice balance. Obviously it's got to work well with the station itself when it eventually gets built. But I suppose I should explain why I'm pretty much skipping from the town that I've built. You'll see with all of the colored panels there that I've pretty much laid out where all of these buildings are going to go from now on. So I had to try and work out how many more episodes this ride's going to take, and try to maintain some order. Instead of me just jumping in and building the next section, I can now plan ahead and work out like, okay, well, this is what I'm going to need to complete to finish the town. So I thought that if I finish this section, it'll give me that nice break from what we were doing over there. So I'm trying to work out what I'm doing. So yeah, so I eventually wanted this door to be massive because I had to fill that gap, but then I thought like, well, no, it just looks silly with such a big barn door. So you'll see me play around and trying to move stuff back around. It's, as I've always said, my build style is not the best. It's not how I think everyone should build. It's more chaotic and wild, but yeah, see, that's I ended up being very happy with how it ended up feeling more claustrophobic than anything, because you're implying that it's big, but it's not really big. So here's this unique section with this modern pump that I always laugh at when I was watching the POV videos that I see on YouTube. It always cracks me up seeing all this theming and then just seeing like a modern pump just sitting out in the open. It's like they really must have had nowhere else to put that thing for them to shove it like in clear sight of everything. But yes, we honor that pump right there. Makes me laugh every time. But yeah, now you'll sadly not be able to unsee it when you watch videos from now on. So working out a door system was hard and as well, because I think the main part that sells that is pretty much seen underneath the door, so it's, you know, that's a fake facade. So oh, sorry, this is me here trying to work out how to build a shade sail for this section. I was just going to put a roof on it, a tin roof, but I thought with the big station that's going to be built next to it, I didn't want to I didn't want to have too much sheet metal over the roofs and stuff like that. So I decided against it. I was going to do a nice timber roof and stuff like that, but it ended up just looking like silly at the end of the day. So I just left it blank. Do comment down below what you think we should do for the roof there, or just leave it blank as if, yeah, they just haven't done that section yet. But yeah, do let me know what you think in the comments. I do enjoy when you comment on them. But yes, this will go down as the first one that like I'm stuffed. I'm unbuggered from this one. Check out one of these videos, but most importantly, have a great day and thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one.